Welcome to Build Your Arsenal. Today we're taking a look at CZ's competition pistol lineup. I've been meaning to do this video for a while now, and with the changes in CZ's lineup, now's a great time to do it. Between the shadows, tactical sports, orange, blue, and several other models, it gets really confusing really fast. They're not exactly cheap either, so it's worth it to do a little bit of research to figure out what the differences are and which CZ competition pistol you should get. The changes to CZ's competition pistol lineup have helped to simplify things, but it's still one of the more confusing vocabularies to figure out, kind of like Sig Sauer's numbering system. Once you understand it though, it's easy. I'll go through the differences of what they offer currently here in late 2023, beginning of 2024, but also some of the recently discontinued models in 2023 since they're still out there. I've seen them available as clearance products with great prices if you shop around. Additional side notes, I'm only covering 9mm models, and to keep the video from becoming too long or confusing, I won't be mentioning what categories and divisions these pistols fall into for competitive shooting. So let's get started. First, we have the Shadow 2 Black and Blue. This is kind of the base model. It's an improvement on the original Shadow though. It's 17+1, single action, double action, railed on the dust cover, adjustable rear sight. It has a barrel length of 4.89 inches and an overall weight of 46.5 ounces. And the MSRP is just under $1,100. Next, we have the Shadow 2 Optics Ready, which is really just an optics ready version of the Black and Blue. Its MSRP is just under $1,300, and it's a 19+1, but essentially the same package. The Shadow 2 Orange is essentially an upgraded top-tier Shadow. It's going to give you a number of upgrades that really make this a nice pistol. A barrel bushing like a 1911, that's going to increase the slide to barrel fit, resulting in tighter groups. A factory tuned trigger with short reset, hand fitting of the slide and frame, signature grips, mag bases, and mag release button. The mag release button has an adjustable extended button with 3 settings. Has the same sights as the base model, 17+1, single action, double action, curved trigger, barrel length of 4.89 inches, 46.5 ounces, and just under $1,700 MSRP. Next, we're moving into a new category within the competition lineup, the Tactical Sport. The Tactical Sport is the single action only category, while the Shadow is double action, single action. It's also larger and heavier than the Shadow. The TS2 has a crisp action trigger and longer sight radius, fixed target sights, magwell, 20+1, no rail, flat trigger, a barrel length of 5.28 inches, and a weight of 48.5 ounces. It's just under $1,600 MSRP. So similar with the Shadow, the TS2 Orange is going to be that upgraded line in the Tactical Sport category. It has a new bull barrel, hand-fitted barrel to slide and slide to frame for the tightest tolerances. It has a Shadow 2 Orange style front attachment system for quick and easy sight removal, extra serrations on the front edge, higher position ambi safeties, slightly reduced height magazine release button, modified recoil spring guide simplifies disassembly, and a slightly longer barrel than the TS2 and more weight. So it's 20+1. Again, you have that magwell, single action only flat trigger, barrel length of 5.2 inches, and a weight of 50.3 ounces with an MSRP of just under $2,200. Now we move into the custom category, the A01 from CZ Custom. They're significantly more at $2,600 and $2,700 MSRPs. Several different versions here: long dust cover, short dust cover, optics ready. To be honest, Honest Outlaw's review of the A01 talked me out of purchasing one. He had significant ammo-related reliability issues, And with that higher price tag, I didn't see the value added. They are feature rich, double action, single action, matchable barrels, you name it. We'll take a look at those models discontinued in 2023. A lot of these were just a different combination of features and not necessarily a middle tier. I would expect sales had to do with them simplifying the lineup and removing these, but they also made it legal to shoot in different categories and divisions within the pistol shooting sports. First, we have the Shadow 2 SA. This gives you the single action only trigger instead of the standard double action, single action, but it keeps the weight and the dimensions of the Shadow versus the TS. Then you have the Shadow 2 Urban Gray. The biggest difference here, you guessed it, the Urban Gray polycoat on the frame, thin black aluminum grips. Next, you have the 75 TS Orange, which is basically an upgraded TS. Remember, in the current lineup, we're on Tactical Sport 2. It has a slimmer trigger guard, revised grip geometry, and finer checkering from the Checkmate frame. It adds a thumb stop and fully adjustable target sights. The TS2 Racing Green has an extended left side safety, thumb rest, flat side stop, adjustable and green magazine release. It's 0.5 ounces heavier at 50 ounces and has a shorter barrel at 5.23 inches over the TS2. We have the CZ AccuShadow 2 by CZ Custom Shop. It has a quarter-turn 1911 style Accu bushing that makes the pistol capable of sub 3-inch groups at 50 yards. A custom hammer further lightens and smooths the double action and single action pulls, while the reset is shortened with a hand-fit disconnector. No matter which CZ model you choose, you're going to be happy. These are phenomenal pistols and deserve to be in your arsenal. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.